of what's going on here. Have a good day. Why Moscow PD and the state don't want to give to Ann Taylor all the evidence, though all the tips? They have not. They don't want to, because they know that if they give Ann Taylor this one tip from this one super cyber sleuther, they went and dig in, call a whole bunch of people that I know from their area, that they swear to God there is no one in Moscow, Idaho. They can't wait for them to go down. So like that, it be peace. So like that, Moscow, Idaho will go back to peace and quiet. Do you know how many locals know the truth? And they talk to us, and they can't wait for all this shit to get resolved? It's good people in Moscow, Idaho. Why is it so hard to believe? It's good people in Moscow, Idaho, that are complaining about the shit that the University of Idaho is doing, protecting, covering criminals, which is their own students. And they acting like they are the most highest level of education and community, lying to the people, false advertising. It seems that it's a lot of dead youngins within the legacy of the University of Idaho that has go down the river like overdose, self-inflicted overdose. Everybody that has died, student from the University of Idaho, what a coincidence that everything is an accident, or it was self-harm. Well, ain't that a coincidence? So yeah, we agree with Miss Holly Martin that this whole story don't make no sense. You cannot believe that one person, a total stranger out of nowhere, even Steve Goncalves told you in the very beginning of the case. You're not gonna tell me that it was just a random person driving around looking for a victim. That's not, it doesn't make no sense. No, in this area, not here. Here is where they supposed to be the most protected. And they weren't. A community that protect themselves from outsiders, but they don't protect themselves from themselves. Let's continue. Big shout out to Miss Holly Martin. This is a great listen. And yes, totally agree with Lucky. I agree with Miss Holly Martin. You know, over here, we're very passionate. We're very passionate with what we do here in True Crime in America with Jrod on Point. We are very passionate. And the truth must be listened to. Let's continue.
That he came downstairs and had to face off with Ethan. And Ethan's a big boy. And he didn't have that buck fever type shaking going on. He wasn't rattled at all, you guys. He was.
Big shout out to Miss Holly Martin. She's telling you the truth, guy. This is we spoke about this long time ago when we first heard about the Bryan Kohberger situation. The people's, because again, we understand that is multiple assailants. It was not one person. Ladies and gents, let me break news to you, because it seems that this is out of the rationale. This is something that people is far-fetched and can't understand the truth. You like it or not, it was more than one person. It was not one person could not done the extent of damage. which we could understand that it was a lot of hate and frustration from people's very close to them. Passionate crime, targeted. You know why targeted? Because as soon as they got targeted, everybody ran away from them. Soon as the vandals said we coming to get them, everyone disappeared. Everyone disappeared until the job was done, until they were told to come back. Because we don't want to believe, like Miss Holly Martin is about to tell you. We don't want to believe that Dylan and Bethany were inside the house through this whole thing. Because unfortunately for them, they needed to be arrested, especially after the information provided of the reasons of how and why it was an all call for 7.5, 8 hours story. We don't want to believe that these two youngins were part of what happened to these 4 young adults. We don't want to believe that these 2 young ladies were in their rooms, or were told to go to your room and stay there. Don't you come out. If you come out, you dead. And having their phones with them, they heard everything that happened inside that house and did not call 911 to try to save their lives of these young adults. We don't want to believe that. We don't want to believe, no one want to believe, even though it might be the truth. No one wants to believe that Dylan had anything to do with the death of these youngins. Why? Why? You know, I want to give Bethany the benefit of the doubt, you see. I want to give benefit of the doubt to Bethany Funk. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt because she's the only person that is willing to speak pro Kohberger. Breaking news only in True Crime America with Jrod on point. That's why the only reason that I give Bethany Funk the benefit of the doubt, because she's the only one willing to talk to Ann Taylor pro Kohberger. That's the only reason why I give her the benefit of the doubt. And if she's the one in some kind of protected custody telling on all the vandals, I give Bethany Funk a round of applause. Because she's not just going to resolve this case probably, hopefully, crossing fingers. Because in the same way she's willing to talk to prosecution, I'm sorry, the defense team, pro Kohberger, I believe that she could be the same person that is going to crack this whole case. And I believe Dylan Mortensen has something to do. Because again, allegedly, right? We cannot just, right? Here in True Crime in America with Jrod on point, believe that Dylan Mortensen has something, is my expertise that tells me, in my own opinion, due to homework, that Dylan Mortensen knows the killers. Dylan Mortensen, I cannot get her out of the group of the people that deserve a death